Before I get started with my commentary, I gotta be honest with y'all. I plan on doing these videos for a while, and the reason being that I had another loss. And what I mean by loss, a friend of mine died because of coronavirus. Um, it's been bothering me, really been bothering me because this person served me in the military, and we was on that same Humvee that November night that took me out of military service. I also took him out of the military service as well. And we had made a pact before that night. I mean, we was in explosions and firefights before, and yeah, I got injured over there. But this one took us out completely, out of Iraq. We said when we get home, we got to make sure we look out for each other because a lot of times when veterans come home, they don't have that support that a lot of people think they do. A lot of times your friends and family claim to be there for you, but they don't. Especially they think you got something, monetary or whatever. Or they think that you're going to be a burden to them. This is why some veterans develop drug habits, they drink, or they commit suicide. There are a lot of veterans who are committing suicide as we speak. Afghanistan, Iraq, Desert Storm, and yes, Vietnam veterans, Korean vets, they're still here. And it's the last of the World War II vets. Excuse me. So we made a vow to have each other's back. And when I got home, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was in bad shape mentally, man. Survivor's guilt, flashbacks, nightmares. And I got tired of it. I got tired of the nights where I couldn't go to sleep, sitting up for 2 or 3 days without sleep. So I was gonna commit suicide. And by the grace of God, this dude called my phone. I saw his name. I picked up. Now I could have ignored it. And maybe deep down I wanted somebody to save me. He knew by the tone of my voice something was wrong. And he straight up asked me, dude, are you trying to hurt yourself? And I told him, I'm tired. And we started taking got my mind off it long enough for me to see that I need to go get help or demand help. And I never forget what that brother did for me. And he's always said, man, you saved my life that night in Iraq. Young dude. We survived a war, but we didn't survive. He didn't survive a pandemic. All because of the arrogance of an administration, the hatred of an administration. When I say hatred, let me break it down to y'all about our current commander-in-chief and his team. They just don't hate people with melanin in their skin. They hate poor people or people who are not rich or they don't think have any value to them. And a lot of y'all run around here talking about make America great again. Y'all was carrying your weapons and stuff just a few weeks ago. Now guess what's going on? The coronavirus has spiked again. In the very states that y'all was out there carrying guns like make America great again, take America back, now y'all feeling it. Now, let me tell you something. While I'm in pain of the loss of my friend, I'm also angry at the people who are giving the middle finger to the nurses and doctors. Those men, women, and children. And yes, I say children because those teenagers that working at your local fast food restaurant doing this, they put their lives at risk every day. Because you still got to go to these restaurants. You still got to interact with these people, these drive-thrus and all this other stuff. They got to walk outside and need to deal with crazy people who don't know how this stuff is really being passed by touching people and things of that nature. They don't know who they fellow employees are around when they go home. They putting their lives at risk. So when you see people out here being arrogant and dismissive of this, and talking about I ain't worried about wearing no mask, They basically told people like my friend, F you, F your health, F your life. That's why now I'm watching the news and seeing people in those states talking about, oh man, we should have listened. I don't feel sorry for you. You guys knew the moment they start saying, hey, we're going to check people's temperatures, start shutting down stuff, put on masks, and they said the word pandemic, and this was all over the globe. You should have known. The United States is supposed to be the most advanced country on the planet. We're supposed to be this bastion of truth and justice in the American way, and we lead more cases of people infected because of arrogance, because of racism, because of stupidity. I've lost family members to this virus. I've lost friends to this virus. I've had friends who lost family members and friends to this virus. I had a funeral I had to go to this week, a family member who died of it. Now I had to get ready to go to my friend's funeral. And I might not be able to go because there is a limit on how many people could be in the funeral home or even at the burial site. So I may not get to see my cousin be buried this week. Or my friend that I served in the military with, fought in a damn war with. Because the people that we elected or entrusted or people that outvoted us said, this is what we want to lead. And they basically making jokes. We had a sitting president get on TV at a rally and say, I told my people to to slow down the testing. He actually believed if you test people and we find out who's positive or who got it, that's somehow negative. That's the most illogical crap I ever heard. You want people to be tested if they willing to be tested. If you're not going out there to be tested, keep your ass at home, or you social distance, or you take precautions. Because we know everybody has not been tested yet. And I'm going to tell y'all the reason why a lot of stuff is happening, because once it was found out that it was hitting the black community hard, the so-called Hispanic community hard, those so-called Caucasians who was out there spooked. Oh, wait a minute, hold on a second. It's hitting that, let's see. Oh, we can get rid of, oh, yeah. Remember the white supremacists weaponizing and talking about it and plotting against it? We forget all about that stuff. We just in a 3-month period, we forget about all the stuff that's been done and said. And I told y'all in previous videos, the moment they said that, that's when you start coming out with the guns. The racists coming out talking about take America back and stuff. Rushing to get stuff open. And I told y'all, I said, we making a big mistake. Didn't I not say it? And I know y'all wait for me. I told you so. I'm not going to sing it, but I told you so. Look what happened. Now the numbers spiked up. Florida, Georgia, Texas, California, all these places that people wanted to open, they couldn't wait. And I said, wouldn't it behoove us to wait 3-4 months? Let's get it under control. We can't get rid of it because we don't have any treatment or cure. But let's get it where it's not spreadable. People get used to wearing the protective gear and doing whatever. We get everything lined up and get everything stabilized. Nah, they didn't want to. It was rushing. They was vilifying those. They actually got mad at. I'm watching just here in Illinois. They mad at the governor and the mayor of Chicago because they decided to shut things down and make sure we get things under control. The governor and the mayor got together because Chicago is the biggest city in Illinois. And the governor Pritzker, he's the governor of the state of Illinois. They decided they're going to use McCormick Place. If anybody's familiar with McCormick Place, it's a big trade hall. It's probably the biggest in the Midwest. They do the auto show, the various comic book shows, the snacks, boat, all these different shows they have at these trade shows. And they said, well, we'll use McCormick Place to set up. They got the Army Corps of Engineers, just like they did in New York, in California, and other places, to come in with major cities to use those spaces to make beds in case you have an overfull, I can't even say it, overfill, of patients. because these hospitals only have so many beds and they only have so in a certain capacity, and they didn't want healthy patients being mixed up with people that have this virus. So they opened up a corner place, they opened up the hospital, two shutter hospitals, one in Blue Island, Illinois, south suburb, and one in Melrose Park, western suburb. They went to Melrose Park first to get that ready. But what happened was the people in Illinois was taking this shit serious. Some wasn't, but the majority was. And only people was out there was people that had to be out there, necessarily be out there. And those of you who had to go out there, and you couldn't shop, and you went to a restaurant, you went to a drive-through. We had delivery service, and people got mad because nobody used those beds and stuff, but they there for a reason. You didn't get mad at our federal government not having enough ventilators or getting these companies that could switch over and had the machinery to do it. Yeah, we see some commercials coming out, people patting them say they did it, but for the most part, Johnny come lately. But now you have people in those states that wanted to rush back. I had to go to the beach. I gotta go to Disney World. I gotta go to Universal Studios. I gotta go to Disneyland. I gotta go out for the Memorial Weekend. I gotta go to the beach. I gotta go get my freak on. I gotta have sex and all. Okay, now they got it. And I'm gonna be honest with you. As much as it hurt me to know that I've lost loved ones to this, friends to this, I have friends who lost loved ones to this. The people who thumb their nose up to this said they couldn't catch it, they wasn't worried about it, or it's arrogant enough to go to these different rallies and out here. I don't feel for them. But the thing is, you turn them away unless they sign some type of paperwork saying, "Hey, I'm not going to the hospital, hold up the hospitals." Because right now, unless the hospital asks them some certain questions, and you can trip them up. Because if I had it my way, the ones that didn't want to wear masks, the ones that got it, hey, you brought on yourself. But we know you can't do that. But I don't feel sorry for them. You are so arrogant and mean-spirited that you decided to put everybody else's life at risk. There's a pandemic going on. We don't have a treatment yet for this. We don't have a cure for it. And some people say we may not have a cure for this. You know, there's still diseases that we don't have cures for. We take precautions. Now, I say all that to say this past weekend, actor comedian D.L. Hughley was performing. Now, D.L. Hughley has spoken about the coronavirus on this show. Talk about socialism, calling out Donald Trump and those who didn't want to wear masks and all that stuff. Well, guess what? He was performing. He was at a comedy store, wasn't practicing the proper procedure. He had no mask on or no face guard. He's in a small room, a venue where you know when you go to a comedy club, you know they ain't social distancing no damn comedy club. Well, he passed out. They say it was due to exhaustion and all that. And that could have been it because they found out he had COVID. And then I read somebody they think his son might have it. I don't know how true that is, but if it is, karma. More so for DL than anything, karma. Let me tell you why. For the last decade or so, DL has told jokes that have been very, very personal about people's appearance. And usually it's aimed at other blacks. DL has used racial slurs to describe black men or black people. And I use, in place of that slur, I say ninja. And he and some other comics hide behind, well, I'm a comic, I get to say that. Comics speak our truth. No, everything that come out of comic mouth is not funny or it's not truthful. Comics ain't no different than the class bully. That class bullies to just pick on people and crack on people. You know, That kid that always got something mean and smart to say. Just they getting paid for it. And they want to hide behind the freedom of speech and all that stuff. Everybody don't laugh. Everybody is not laughing at that stuff. We also have to remind ourselves that D.L. Hughley participated in going after Bill Cosby, conflating something that had nothing to do with Mr. Cosby is accused of, and joining in and saying, yeah, Bill Cosby did it. He needed to be in jail. Can't stand Bill Cosby. Because Bill Cosby had the audacity to call out some of the crappy material that he put out here. You can't say you down with the community, but yet you're referring to your people as ninjas. Or you can't say you down with the community, talk about how beautiful it is, but talk about somebody dark skinned or appearance. You're a hypocrite. Now he ain't the only one, but God don't like ugly. He thought, oh, I'm just exhausted. Nah, You got a virus. And this virus don't discriminate. It don't care if you black or white, gay or straight, young or old, rich or poor. If your body can't handle it or fight off that virus, you're vulnerable. And there are people who we consider survive, but they still fighting. I have a family member, I have an uncle. His eldest daughter died from this. He had it. And from what I understand from a family member I spoke to the other day, they say he's still recovering. There's no guarantee that he's going to make it. I hope I'm wrong. But if you guys have listened to how they describe what this virus does, nobody's out of the woodworks yet. There's no treatment to this. There's no cure for this if we get a treatment or a cure. Next year's a long ways off. I know, yeah, we're into month number 6 of this year. It's like it's going by fast to some of us. Yeah, we know next week could be July. We get it. We understand that. But some of us will not make it. I have to sit here and you have to think about my mortality. And I'm like, will I be able to make it? Will I be able to sit here next year? And I hope to God I am. I hope to God that you are as well, and your family and friends. I know a long life is not promised to any of us. And it don't have to be the corona that take us out, but this is something that could have been avoided if the people in positions of authority got off their ass and quit being arrogant or mean-spirited or insensitive. But when I saw that video of him passed out, I didn't dance a jig. I'm like, karma came and got him, huh? Now, there's going to be people saying, man, that's kind of cold for you to say, but think about what this man has did, what he did last year. He joined in 2 attacks on 2 black men. One was been deceased going on 10 years last year. And one that people had just started back talking about again because they figured, well, we got Bill Cosby. We didn't get this to O.J. Simpson. We doing that. We went after this person. Now this guy's is next. Making jokes. But we forget in the 1990s, and let me remind y'all, D.L. Hughley is a baby boomer. He was dancing right along with Generation X to the R. Kelly music. And y'all in Hollywood, in black Hollywood, whether it be in sports, TV, movies, music, it's a small group. Y'all all been at each other parties or met or bumped each other at some point. Now all of a sudden white women get together with a white man to get together with a black woman and they decide, R. Kelly's the next villain of the story. He joined into the attack as well. And let's not forget the crap he did with Bill Cosby. He sat back there enjoying all these attacks on these brothers. And I said, DL should know better. He used his platform to go out there and spread misinformation. You talking about being down for black folk, you sit on talk shows, daytime. You went on news programs, you went on Bill Maher, and you badmouthed these people. And what got me is last year when Michael Jackson Brothers was doing a press junket for the casino that's supposed to be opening in Gary, Indiana. And they by the time they got this now counseled TV1 show, he was all up there just kissing their ass. But I don't know if Tito or Marlon or Jackie knew that he was talking all kinds of crap about his brother Michael. Calling him all kinds of weirds and calling him a pedophile and all this other stuff. I'm just sitting there, I'm like, wow, dear. And then he gets on his soapbox on his talk radio show like he really gives a damn. But we see him sitting down interview with talking shit with Vlad. So the other night when he collapsed, I'm like, oh. Then they say he got COVID. I'm like, ooh, karma. Now you can take it from my tone. I'm not a fan of DL. I've never been a fan of DL. Actually, I sit back and I look at it now. Back in the day, I used to try my hardest to support a lot of black programs and black shows. I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to watch the DL Hughley show. First one was on ABC, and then went to UPN. I think more so because of Elise Neal. I think that's probably most, but I still watched it. So I remember they tried to compare it to the modern Jeffersons. That was I think it was how they played the commercial on ABC or UPN. I can't remember how they kept saying a modern day Jeffersons, whatever. I remember he did the episode of Fresh Prince. So I remember he was on Def Comedy Jam. DL been around for a minute. To see him participate in talking about another black man's appearance and complexion and joining in on a bandwagon, when you know that as a history of this country, a black man being accused, because you say one thing in one group and you say one thing to another group, and then you pretend like it's just coming. So now do I feel sorry for DL? Or any members of this family may have gotten this virus? No. That may sound cruel, it may sound cold, considering that I've lost people close to me. But see, I never went out there and tried to destroy another human being's reputation. I never made money off another human being's misery. I don't use my platform to destroy or add to somebody's misery. That's like when Oprah fell. Everybody like, Oprah fell. That was God pushing her. Gayle King gets on TV the last few weeks. All of a sudden you want to clean your image and what you done. Talking about your son all of a sudden. Now you're concerned about black men. I've been telling y'all for years, these actors and actresses, especially these black men and black women, who have been in front of us for years, are playing both sides. They call it strife. You really think when DL gets on stage and tell jokes, he give a damn about the pain and suffering that he's inflicting on people? Oh, it's just comedy. It's comedy. No, that's not comedy. You that kid that was in the classroom that was able to be quick with your wits, cracking jokes and hurting that kid. You was a dude that was on a school bus picking on somebody. You was a dude that was in the mall with the people around you cracking on somebody's clothes and stuff. You was that dude. It make it so bad. This dude is old enough to be my father. This dude is set back and just over the, and I know and there's a lot of people out here in the community ain't feeling him. That's why he's showing ass at TV1. I guarantee you, if people was feeling DL, they would support DL a lot harder than what they do. But we sit back, we watch the interviews. We didn't give a lot of you Negroes a pass. We gave Chris Rock a pass for too long. We didn't give so many of y'all pass. We didn't give one of the Sykes a pass. We didn't give all y'all. We didn't give, and y'all sat back during the Obama years and just a few years after Obama years flip-flopping. I don't know if anybody gonna show whoever you show this video to DL, but let me say this again. I'm not a fan of him. Remember how he went after that sister that was critical of that brother that got shot in his backyard last year or the year before last? Because she was mad because it came out that brother that got shot was saying some negative things about black women. And a lot of people said, wait a minute, y'all, we ain't gonna be going ahead marching with this family, standing with this family, and this dude's talking this kind of crap about sisters. And that sister came out and said something. DL went in at her heart. I'm like, damn, dude. Say that for somebody that's on your level. God has blessed y'all to have a voice and a platform instead of you channeling that. And don't get me wrong, there's times when you want to laugh. There's times we need laughter. We don't need bullies. We don't need opportunists. But my thing is, I don't feel sorry for DL. And like I said, it was rumored that I think said they think his son may also have tested positive for this virus. And I'm not wishing no harm on his son. I think if I read somewhere, if I remember correctly, he said son has special needs. But DL, you knew about social distancing. You got arrogant. You like, it ain't gonna happen to me. I'm take precaution. I feel good. I wonder, did you think, have you had a come Jesus moment the last few days and thinking about, yo, hey, this ain't nothing to play with. I test positive for it. They say you can go you had to go at least 10 to 12 days or so. You had to be in quarantine on 14 days, I can't remember, and you can get all the way up to day 14 and wham, that's when the symptoms just come on you. He ain't out the woodworks yet. And I'm not saying that I wish anything to befall him. I'm just not going to be sympathetic to him. Excuse me. Damn allergies. Because this cat, like so many others, have sat back over the years and said stuff about people and take pleasure in other people's pain and made money off of it. Now I'm supposed to get crocodile tears for him? No. I know what this virus can do to you and how it can take you out just like that. So he better get on his knees and pray. He better think about the harm and damage he caused other people, the mean things that been said, the things that people repeated because of him. Same thing go with these politicians or these other people. They testing positive for this virus. They better think about what they've said and done over here. That's why I think a lot of people had this come Jesus moment. We gotta go ahead and protest. There's various reasons why why people protesting. I might touch upon that subject again. But the thing is, should I feel sorry for DL considering what he's been saying over the last decade or so? No. You can call me mean spirit all you want. No. Because he sat back and used his comedy, his talent to join out there and just destroy other people's reputations and livelihoods. I told y'all, I said at some point, karma will befall him. Did I not say it? He'll be like, I told you so. And look what happened. I sat there and I sat back in my chair. I'm like, this is karma. Now this is not a karma I wish on anybody. But the thing is, nonetheless, he got it. He passed out on stage. They had to carry him off the stage like a little rag doll. I didn't take any pleasure in that because I'm not that cruel. But the fact is, it touched him. And I told y'all, I said a lot of these people going around doing dirt. It may not hit you. It may not, that karma may not come to get you today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, 5 years, 10, 20, but it's going to get you. If it don't get you, get somebody close to you. I want y'all to think about that for a second. This man took delight in cracking jokes on other people when they family and them in pain. How you think Michael Jackson family felt? And let me break it down. Michael Jackson brothers probably didn't know, probably did know they had to play the game. When they go out there press junket, but I guarantee his nephews and nieces knew. I remember when I spoke to Michael's nephew, thanks to Nicole of Nicole Views, he said it bothers him and his family, all the comments being made about their family. I mean, think about it. You growing up as a kid. Now, let me remind y'all, Michael nieces and nephews, they're in their 30s and 40s, okay? If I'm not mistaken, I think Michael Jackson's nephew, Taj, I think we're the same age. I think he's, what, 44, maybe 45. Growing up as a kid, you hear all these jokes and these personal attacks on your uncle, your dad, your other uncles, but your Uncle Michael, who y'all was close to, calling all kinds of perverts and child molesters and stuff. And then now we supposed to feel sorry for him because he got this virus. Like I said, I don't wish this on anybody because I've seen firsthand how it affects people, how it affects family, what you can and can't do at their funerals, at their wakes. When they're in the hospital, you can't go see them. They're by themselves. The only people they got around them is the hospital staff. The psychological effect it takes on somebody's family. So I don't wish this on nobody, but those who went out here being arrogant, talking about I don't need to wear a mask, I'm doing this, we're gonna do that, or those out who've been out here making money off making people's lives miserable and talking about people. No, I don't feel sorry for you. Because I wonder if y'all ever come to Jesus moment. And some probably have. You know how people be on please let me survive this own flood. I pray to God that I don't catch this. But I'm not gonna get out here and be, oh, poor DL Hughley, his poor family. Because how many times have DL and his family said, you know what? Or his wife said, DL, you think you went a little too far? Or don't DL ever have that moment when he's by himself? Everybody has that moment when they're by themselves and they reflect on what they've done during the course of the day. Don't say you don't. Everybody has a conscience, whether you use it right or wrong, but you got a conscience. Did I go too far? Did I have to say this about such and such? Come on, man. You're damn near. Well, technically you are when you hit 55. They consider you sick, but you guys know what I'm going. You're a baby boy, man. Come on, man. You know better. You know how this country works. You done made a large chunk of your money making fun of your own people. Yeah, we give you points for checking Megyn Kelly. I give you points for that. I even commend you on that one. But when you keep talking about Flavor Flav and his skin tone, call him ugly, I'm like, man, have you looked in the mirror? You ain't clean yourself, man. You joined them in destroying another black man because he didn't like your company because you went there you wanted to disrespect him. And you holding a grudge from 20-something, almost 30-something years ago. But then had a nerve to talk about racism and self-hatred, but you participate in that the same way. So maybe, I don't know, maybe this is God's way of saying, hey man, you better get your shit together. You better look in the mirror and say, hey man, what I'm doing wrong? Or maybe I'm reading too much into it. But I did tell y'all, I said karma will come back on DL and his family at some point. Because what he's been saying the last few years, I'm like, man, ain't nobody gonna check these people. There are a lot of people out here that gonna have a lot what's the word I'm looking for? Y'all know, y'all help me out. You know what I mean? They're going to atone for it. Does it suck that you had to get a virus for this to happen? Yeah, but the people that went out here doing dirt, not paying attention, being arrogant, saying everything, yeah, I think y'all do deserve to get your comeuppance. Unfortunately, innocent people are suffering right along with y'all. Now, like I said, I didn't take pleasure in DL falling out, But when they said he had the corona, I'm like, They said he was exhausted. I'm like, He got to stay in this hotel room for how many days? 14 days. I'm like, Let's see if he self-reflect when he gets back out. More than likely he won't. But like I said, if somebody sat there and said, "Hey man, you heard about what happened such and such," and there's a memorial behind it, I hate to say this, I wouldn't be doing no tributes. I know that sounds cold, but I just think about the stuff this brother said over the years, and he said, and he didn't bite his tongue. This dude is sitting down in mixed company, sitting with Vlad and going on Bill Maher, and I'm like, really? You that comes from talking about your other black folks in front of white people. And then when you go, and then he knows that a lot of our brothers and sisters are not well versed and watch different media platforms or people. So a lot of people ain't see it here what he said. But those who follow me leave it come and say, "Yo, Harvey, you see what happened to DL?" Everybody, I know people been waiting for me to get my commentary. Like I said, I don't take no pleasure in nobody getting sick from this virus, but at the same time, you gotta say, is God telling them something? And some people may get it, might say, "Man, I survived this. Oh man, I gotta get myself in order. I gotta come right. I gotta whew." But just remember, last year he was right along with Gail and Oprah and them, cracking jokes, talking about boycotting and all that other stuff. This is why when he do his radio show and all of a sudden he get all black on everybody, I ain't buying it. There are a lot of people like that. Michael Eric Dyson, Mark Lamont Hill, and them was all down with the community and slowly showed their true colors. That's the worst kind of black person to be around. You jump on bandwagons. You participate in destroying other people's characters, the character, the legacies. You don't care how it affects their family, but I'm supposed to sell crocodile tears and prayers for you. Yeah, get real.